I've been waiting all my life for someone like you. I would watch the days go by, wasted in blue. I was out of use. Now every day, every night, every moment with you, I'm walking on air. And every day, every way, I feel I can't lose. I wanna shout it out, ain't no limit. I wanna shout it out.
All right. Hey, everybody. It's Michelle again, and Happy New Year. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. I hope you have had a wonderful holiday season. I sure did. It's so great to be filming again. I did take almost 3 weeks off. The first week and a half to 2 weeks were fantastic. I needed the rest. As you know, I have rheumatoid arthritis, so I ended up getting a flare the night I filmed my last transformation video, the City Chick one. So I was editing that video, and all of a sudden I started to get a twinge in both my shoulders, and I knew I was getting a flare. So that put me down for about 7 to 9 days. So I did manage to get that video edited in time, and then I spent the rest of the time resting. I had to go back to the doctor. He had to do a number of things, change some medications around, and now I am great. And then after about a week, I started getting bored. So I'm so glad it's the first part of the year so I can start filming again, because I was getting really bored not filming and editing. So glad to be back. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season. Mine was fantastic. Spent it with family and friends as usual. And although at the beginning of December, I'll admit, I was kind of scroogey. I wasn't in the holiday spirit. I didn't really get into the holiday spirit until actually Christmas Day. Then once all the family got here, then I was fine. And then it was really funny, the day after Christmas, I was as happy as a clam. I do not know why. And I think it had a lot to do with the medications they put me on and my flare and all that good stuff. I just was not in the Christmas spirit. And usually I'm the type of person that is shopping for Christmas presents the end of October. I have my Christmas presents wrapped by Thanksgiving. My tree is up by Thanksgiving. And this year I could give a whole, I just couldn't give a crap. I didn't want a tree. I didn't want to wrap presents. I didn't want to do anything. And that's totally unlike me. So, but off topic as usual. So I hope you had a wonderful holiday season. So as you can tell from the title of the video, this is a Sephora VIB sale. It's a haul, as well as they sent me a $25 coupon, a one-time coupon for off of an order. And then they sent me 20% off again. So I think this is 3 orders on this particular haul. I do have another haul coming up after this one. I don't think I'll be filming it today. I'm actually waiting for another box to show up with 2 items before I can film that video. But that is also from Sephora and from Ulta. So, but this video is mainly on the Sephora VIB sale, as well as that $25 off special they were running. And most of these products are very high-end products. I actually treated myself to all of these high-end products. I had a list. Remember back in September or October when I said I only had 2 items on my list? Yeah, that changed really quickly. So I decided to go ahead and buy these expensive items as a Christmas present to myself. This was 3 separate orders, I believe. I did get the 20% off in November for the VIB sale, I think it was. The $25 off, and then again for the VIB sale just recently, a couple weeks ago, I got 20% off. So I did manage to buy all these products and get a percentage off, or else I never would have purchased any of these high-end products. And there are some bougie products in this beautiful container. As you can see, I have upgraded from my old purple makeup case to my beautiful fancy golden style little box here. So and also you've noticed the beginning of the year I got my new chair. Yep, don't have the old brand chair behind me anymore. And the background, I actually made that background. Yeah, are you surprised? I won't tell you how I did it. I cheated. But she's still up. She hasn't fallen down. She hasn't ripped apart. She's doing pretty good. So, yeah, I've been hauling this material around for about 15 years because this material was actually, we bought bolts and bolts of this material to make custom curtains at our house when we lived in Las Vegas. So I had 3 bolts of material left over that I've been hauling around for 15 years thinking, well, maybe I'll use it for something. So I looked at it about a month ago and thought, that'd make a really pretty background. So I broke out the old sewing machine. I haven't sewn anything on a sewing machine in quite some time. So yeah, I cheated how I put that up. So not going to tell you how I did that, but she's up, she's good, she's raring to go, and she's ready to film some videos. So let me go ahead and organize everything in that box and let's get started. All right, so this is a pretty big haul and I've been chatting for 10 minutes. So I apologize if this is a long video, but I'll try and get through all of these products quite quickly. I'm not going to be doing any swatches because you know my history of swatching. I'll end up with all of the shadows all over my face. And yes, I did get eyeshadow palettes, but I'll actually just show you the products. And then you may have seen a couple of these palettes in my transformation videos, and I'll kind of mention as I go along what's been shown in my transformation videos if you want to see that product in action. There are a couple of palettes that I am going to do a dedicated video on in the future. So look forward to that. So let's start off with, since we're talking about eyeshadow palettes, I got 4 of them. Yeah, I got 4 of them in this haul. So there's another haul coming up and another one after that where there's some eyeshadow palettes as well. Yeah, I kind of went nuts, kind of went crazy. They were having such great sales and you know I can't resist it. So I had some money set aside. So, you know, Michelle just went for it. Yep, absolutely. So the first 2 eyeshadow palettes, I think you saw both of these in 2 separate transformation videos. These are by Natasha Denona. And I have the Natasha Denona Gold palette and the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. So let's go ahead and take these out of the box so I can at least show you what they look like. It already has fingerprints on it because you can tell I've been using it. This is the gold palette. I wish they had printed the names under the shadows. I don't particularly like this plastic thing. I know it's there to protect the shadows and in shipping. I understand that. And then they went ahead and doubled it and put the names on it. But I wish they would have put the names underneath the shadows because I feel like tearing that plastic off because it's kind of a pain in the butt because it gets in my way. So, but other than that, the shadows are absolutely beautiful. Beautiful set of neutrals. I believe I used this in my $1,000 New Year's Eve makeup tutorial. I actually used these 2 transition shades and I used this, I think it's called Golden Lime Chrome. And I used that on the inner corner. And then the black that I used was actually from Pat McGrath. But I will say, when I used these shadows and then put the Pat McGrath black, and it's not really, it's pigmented, but it's not really a deep, dark, saturated black. They didn't really play well together. I had a really hard time blending out the Pat McGrath shadow over the top of the Natasha Denona shadow. So I would not advise mixing those two shadows together, because off camera, I probably blended that shadow for about 15 minutes in order to get it to where I kind of liked it. I ended up going ham in that video, and I really did not want to go that ham in that video, but I just went for it, and it turned out, the end result was amazing. So anyway, the gold palette is gorgeous. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. I would have never bought it had I not had the 20% off coupon from Sephora. So love that. So the Metropolis palette, I believed I used in, I can't remember which video I used it in, but I think I only used one shade because I was dying to use it. And I think I used this shade right here as my transition shade. I think it was in the red eyeshadow one, how to wear a red eyeshadow. I think it was the one where I had the red sweater dress on, if I remember correctly. I used that as my transition shade. And then I used the Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette, as well as a ColourPop shadow. These are absolutely beautiful, beautiful shadows. And you can see they go with my sweater. I do not have them on today. I have a bunch of other shadows on. I guess I could have worn this today because there is a beautiful olive green in there. And you guys know how I love my greens. But these shadows are incredible. I will say there is a lot of kick up in the pan, meaning when you stick your brush in there, a lot of powder tends to come up. So you really have to tap your brush off when using these shadows, or else you're going to end up with shadow all over your base if you do your base first. You have probably noticed in my videos, I will put a tissue underneath my eye when I use a pigmented shadow or a glittery shadow or any shadow that I think I'm going to get fallout from. And I definitely remember having to do that with these shadows. So either do your eyes first and then do your foundation, or if you do your foundation first, then either put a tissue or, you know, they sell those sticky eyeshadow protectors. The name is escaping me. It's the beginning of the year. I haven't filmed for 3 weeks. I forgot. So if I can remember, I will put it at the bottom of the screen. You can use those. You can use a cotton pad and hold it. Just something to protect the underneath of your eye, so you don't get shadow and ruin that, because once you get shadow on your concealer, you pretty much have to start over. So love the Natasha Denona palettes, although you do get a lot of kick up in the pan, but the shadows perform tremendously. They do build and they blend, and they build and they blend. When I did mix it with the Pat McGrath, though, they had a hard time. They didn't like each other at all. So I would advise not mixing those two products together, but alone, as they stand alone, they are wonderful. And I'm actually planning on doing a dedicated video, a dedicated review, and I will tell you more later on this year. So love that. So the next palette I got, it's an oldie but a goodie. I think it's been out for probably about a year, but I've always wanted it and just never have seemed to bite the bullet and get it. So the palette I'm talking about is by Anastasia, Beverly Hills. This is the outside packaging. And this is what the actual palette looks like. So it's the Soft Glam palette. Now my daughter has this palette, so I've used hers a couple of times. I'll take out the plastic insert so you can actually see the shadows. These are beautiful shadows. I'm looking in the monitor over there. Oh, they are showing really true to color. You know, I got new equipment, y'all. I got new equipment. I got new lights. I got a new ring light. I got a new monitor. Oh, it's so nice. I just love it. Everything comes out true to color when I film. Old Betty never used to do that for me. So Betty 2.0 over here, I guess that's what we'll call her. She does pretty great. So these are gorgeous, gorgeous shadows. I've played with my daughters before, so that's what made me want to buy this. So love that. Let me put that protective insert back in there. All right. So the last eyeshadow palette I got is a bougie one. Yep. And it's a he. Yeah, and you could probably guess who it is. It's old Tom Ford. Yep. And I believe this is a limited edition palette. Last time I looked last week, I believe they still had this for sale. And I think it was on the sale tab, if I remember correctly. This is called number 1 Golden Mink, and it's in the limited edition gold packaging. Usually Tom Ford's packaging is that beautiful sort of purpley brownie color. And this is beautiful. Shows all the fingerprints, guys. So she looks great when she comes out of the box, and then after that, she shows all the fingerprints. So you do get a couple of sponge applicators and brushes, which I tend to just pitch those because I have my own brushes. And look how beautiful those shadows are. Gorgeous. Oh, I wore this for Christmas, and I wore a red lip. I wore just a beautiful wash of this gold. I used this one, and I used this one. And just a very light neutral eye. And I wore a red lip. And it came out really, really well. I love how the Tom Ford shadows perform. The packaging alone is very substantial. It's very weighty. I love the limited edition gold packaging. Love that. I had to get it. I just could not resist. It was on sale, and then plus I used my 20% off coupon. So I did not spend full price on this guy. I never would have got him. But I'm so glad that I did. Love him. You will probably see that palette in action during Valentine's Day, so look forward to that. And the lipstick to go along with that palette from the same collection is called number 16 Scarlet Rouge. And this is the regular lip color, so I believe this isn't a matte shade. I haven't actually used this yet. I did. I wore it for Christmas. So it comes in the beautiful gold packaging, and it has the TF on top for Tom Ford. And I did actually wear this for Christmas, and oh, gorgeous. It has the TF on the bullet. When I wore it, I used the backside because I knew I was going to do this haul, and I wanted to make sure the embossing was still beautiful for you guys. So this is a beautiful, beautiful lipstick. Love it. Oh, throwing this in your purse and pulling it out and then, just doing your whole bit. Oh, I just love that. Love me some Tom Ford. Love that. So I did get 20% off of this as well, or else I never... Tom Ford's lipsticks are $50, and that's just insane to pay for a lipstick. So I did get 20% off, so love that. Since we're still talking about Tom Ford, I did get me 2 of his other lipsticks, and these are the matte lipsticks. And I got it in the shade number 7 Ruby Rush, and in the shade number 10 Black Dahlia. So let's look at Ruby Rush first. And of course, it's a beautiful red, and I did swatch the backside. I don't know if you could see that. I did keep the embossing on the front. It's a beautiful true red. Love, love, love this. So I'll go ahead and swatch this for you. I forgot to swatch the gold one, so I'll go ahead and do that for you. Oh, beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Love me some Tom Ford. And then the next one is Black Dahlia. And I got this one to compare, and I should have brought the other one that I have. Not Black Dahlia. What's it called? Black Orchid. I should have brought Black Orchid down here to compare it with Black Dahlia to see if it's a matte version. Nope, it's not. This is lighter. Because Black Orchid, now she's coming off pretty dark in the monitor, but in real life, she's not as dark as Black Orchid. She looks dark in the monitor, but she's not that dark. So this is probably about a shade and a half lighter than Black Orchid, but it's matte. The other one is a cream. So gotta love me some Tom Ford. Yep, especially when they let you use the VIB coupon code. There's nothing else that can compare to that. So, and then I did spend my points, and I got me a little mini Tom Ford lipstick, and this is in the shade number 3 Casablanca. And this is the regular lip color, so it's the cream. And look how stinking cute this little Tom Ford lipstick is. Love that. Oh my goodness. So this is perfect for during the week. Love, love, love. Oh, goes perfect. Yeah, that's a perfect everyday type color. And you have enough in there to last you about 3 to 6 months, even if you were to use it every single day. Love that. Love me some Tom Ford. Love it, love it, love it. So since we're still talking about Tom Ford, yep, I got me a highlighter palette. Yep, she went crazy on some Tom Ford. Now, I didn't buy the Tom Ford all in one go. I would buy one lipstick at a time or two lipsticks at a time, one highlighter palette, one eyeshadow palette until I use that coupon code to death. So this is the Tom Ford Skin Illuminating Powder Duo in number 1 Mood Light. So this is what Tom Ford's regular packaging looks like, his everyday packaging. And then let me see if I can get this open. And that is gorgeous. Love that. I haven't even swatched any of these for you. Or I haven't even swatched any of these because I wanted to keep them nice and beautiful. So, oh, those are beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I could do some swatches. I did not bring a makeup wipe in here, so I may end up with this all over my face. So you can kind of see it in the monitor right here. 1, 2. Beautiful. Love that. Oh, I can't wait to use that. Very, very excited. So you will be seeing that very, very soon. I can't put that back in the box because it's got that beautiful velvet covering that goes over it, and I can't slide it back in. So, all right, so we're done with the Tom Ford. So let's move on to old Marc Jacobs, and I got me another lipstick, and this is in number 206, Dashing. So I believe this is a red lipstick, if I remember correctly. This haul has been sitting for three weeks or so, and I pretty much, this is all fresh to me. So this is a red. Oh, gorgeous. Love that. And let's see where I can put this. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, I love red lipstick. Love it. So my husband goes through phases where he says, yeah, I love you in red lipstick. And then I wore red lipstick for Christmas. He's like, you have too much makeup on. Saw me just now with this brown lip. He goes, you look really pretty. I'm like, not too much makeup? He's like, no, you look great. So I guess it just depends on the day whether or not my husband likes a lot of makeup or if he doesn't. But I barely had any makeup on for Christmas. I had just a soft wash of color on my eye and that red lip, and he hated it. He hated the red lipstick. But yet now I'm sitting here with this dark, dark brown lip. This is Bite Beauty's molasses, I think, that I have on. And he loves this makeup. I just asked him before I came down here. But yet the other day when I wore the red lip for Christmas, he didn't like it. But 2 weeks ago, I wore a red lip for one of my transformation videos. He said I look beautiful. So who knows? It just depends on what Joel is feeling that particular day. All right. So what else did I get? So remember that little Biosense oil I spent my points on? One of my last, I think it was my last haul video that I filmed with my old camera setup by Biosense. Yeah, I went ahead and bought the full size. And I believe this in conjunction with Ole Henriksen's vitamin C serum has cured my dry patches. So I went ahead and sprung for the full size. I used my 20% off. She's really not that expensive compared to, say, Sunday Riley, who's around the $100 mark. This is around $40, and then 20% off of that, you know, you're looking $36. So that's pretty good. It's a 1 ounce bottle. All of my dry patches are completely gone. The only dry patches I have are right here on the sides of my eyes. And I can't put the tea tree on the sides of my eyes. So I did get a new eye cream. It is not in this haul. It was just a sample that I spent my points on. I really like it. I actually have 3 of them. So I don't want to tell you too much about it because I haven't used it enough to form an opinion. I hope it will get rid of my dry patches on the sides of my eyes. And the dry patches, the flakiness I was getting on my eyelids is completely gone as well. So, yeah, love me the Biosense and love me the Ole Henriksen Vitamin C Serum. Love that. All right, so we got just a few more things in here. So, of course, I had to get this year's limited edition Guerlain Meteorites Pearls in the shade Golden Land. So, I did use this in my Pat McGrath holiday transformation video, the one with the green dress. So if you haven't seen that, I will link her in a card up here or at the end of the video. So as you can see, it comes in a beautiful black and gold tin. Love me the limited edition. I've been collecting the limited edition pearls for the last 5 or 6 years. So this is what she looks like. I was sort of afraid when I opened her. Now I did see photos of her online and she did not look this dark. So when I got her in person, I thought, oh no, she's going to be dark, but she's not actually. I used her in that video and I was kind of afraid that she was going to darken up my foundation, but she didn't. I just really tap my brush off and then just lightly buff it all over my skin and it gives me a beautiful, beautiful glow. Love the Guerlain Meteorites Pearls. I love them. I'm addicted to them. I cannot get away from them. And every year I buy the limited edition because that's how much I love it. I think it looks amazing as a finishing powder when you finish your base and you're ready for lipstick and then you're done. So love that. All right. So this is a repurchase for me. This is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. This is what I'm wearing today. And I did use the Faux Filter Foundation in one of my holiday transformation videos, but do you think I can remember? No, it's been 3 weeks ago. It's all fallen out of my head. So if I could think of which one I used it on, I will link it in a card up here. So, but I will use it again in other transformation videos, and I have worn it in past videos as well. I've talked a lot about the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. This is the shade Toasted Coconut, and I actually went through a whole bottle of Toasted Coconut. I just finished it up as soon as I did this face. So now I have a brand new bottle. I do have the shade 150G, which is a really light yellow toned foundation. Same, the faux filter. And I do tend to mix just a tiny little bit in with this color to cocktail my perfect shade. And I love this foundation. It is amazing. Love it. So what is left? All right. So I got me another Huda Beauty Obsessions palette, and this is the Amethyst Obsessions. This is the purple one. Now, I do not gravitate towards exciting colors like purples and reds, and I love green. Yeah, that's about as exciting as I get. I'm more of a neutral kind of gal. But for some reason, she spoke to me and I had to get her. So I think I'm going to use her in an upcoming transformation video. I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone and I'm going to use this palette. So she's beautiful. She looks tremendous in the modern against that gold background. Love it. Love it. So yeah, you will see this coming up in a transformation video. Sorry, I'm not swatching any of these. My history of swatching videos is not very good. I end up with eyeshadow all over my forehead. So yeah, we don't like to do that around here anymore. So if you want to see swatch videos, I'm sure you can look that up. So, and then I got me a highlighter. This is from Becca. You may have seen this in my $1,000 New Year's Eve makeup transformation. This is the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop. Love this guy. Oh my gosh. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I was in need of a new highlighter because I had been using Old Amarezzi for all year since I got her, and I hadn't went on to anything else. So I decided to get me a new highlighter. Oops, I hit the mic, sorry. She is beautiful. She's a beautiful champagne gold. Love her. I do not have her on today. I have old Amarezzi on today. I guess I should have worn her today. She would have looked great with this makeup look. But love me some Becca. She's absolutely wonderful. Worth every single red cent. I do have a couple of Becca highlighters. And they haven't done me wrong. And I love it. And when you can get the 20% off, it's even better. Love that. All right. And last but not least, I got me some, whoops, it's falling out the bottom, so I guess I might as well take it out. So, I guess I had it upside down. All right. So, I got me some perfumes. Yep. And I got me the YSL Libre because, yeah, I got that deluxe size sample and I couldn't get it out of my head. So, I went for it with the 20% off. Got me this one. And then this was actually on the sale tab. And then I used my 20% off, so it was even better. So this is actually by Replica, and it's called Jazz Club. And it says it's a male fragrance. But when you read, it's called Eau de Toilette, which is normally for female fragrances, but they describe it as a male fragrance. It smells like cigars and brandy and flowers and like a jazz club. Yeah, definitely. I love the smell of this. I told my husband, I think it's a unisexy smell. I think actually a man could wear this, but he says all he smells is the floral in it. He doesn't smell the cigar. He doesn't smell the spiciness. All he smells is the flowers. But my nose is really keen on anything that smells like cigars or brandy, any perfumes that smell like that. I love it. But I will say with the Replica perfumes, they are very, very strong. All you need is one spray on one wrist, rub it together, rub it on your pulse points on your neck. You will smell great all day long. If you think you're going to go from head to toe and spray and go to town, oh my gosh, they will come smell you coming down the block, and you don't want that to happen. The only thing is it doesn't have a lid, which I thought was really weird. This actually came on top of it to protect it during shipping, but there is no lid. So I thought that was kind of weird. But anyway, and then let me show you the bottle of the YSL Libre because it is just as beautiful. And then we'll go ahead and end this video because I hope it's not 30 minutes long. So gorgeous, gorgeous bottle. Love the smell of this. My husband actually loves this one as well. So this one you can spray on your wrists and on your neck, you know, and it kind of it doesn't go away right away, but it kind of calms down, and you can smell it all day long, but people will not smell you coming down the block. Love this one. I love perfumes. I don't feel like, especially when I get dressed and I have someplace fancy to go, or if I get dressed and I'm going out to dinner with my husband, I don't feel complete without perfume. I've always been like that. I've worn perfume since I was 16, and I just do not feel complete without earrings and without perfume. So, yeah. So I guess that's it, everybody. I hope this video wasn't too long and I could chop her down and get my point across. I hope you enjoyed what I got this year for the VIB sale haul. Look forward to these in more transformation videos to come. And by the way, thank you for watching my transformation videos. I'm glad you guys enjoyed them. I do have more planned coming up this year. And you will see these products sprinkled throughout all of those transformation videos. So, all right, everyone, that's it. Let's go ahead and wrap this sucker up. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. I hope you didn't eat too much turkey or ham, and I hope you guys are relaxing and back at work, but yet watching these videos on the weekend when I upload them. And I will see you in the next one. I love you guys. Ciao. Bye-bye.